Okay, what up, folks? So we got 2017 Nissan Xtrail. Customer complaint is that the check engine light is on and the vehicle is feeling very sluggish. So let's see if we could diagnose it for him. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna see, if what light is on. So we're gonna start the vehicle up. Right, you see the check engine light is on. Okay, I don't want to get it too hot. Right, you got the temperature coolant thing set up, so let's switch it off. All right, so let's scan this vehicle and see exactly what's happening. Right, so let's do an automatic search. Right, as I mentioned before, it's a 2015, 2017, same thing. Right, do a health report. So we definitely have some fault codes on the engine management system. All right, so we got some fault codes here. We got P16 1B. Right, we got a problem in the water pump. We got a P26 1C. So we got that current. We got an ABS. Let's see what we got on the ABS side. Oh, I didn't want to go into that. Let's come back out and let's see exactly. Matter of fact, we right there. Let's see. We got a C1130. Right, that's kind of generic. That comes up when you have a fault on the engine. Right, we got a C1A04. Right, the ADAS. So we're gonna go after the coolant, right, set up and see what's going on, right? Last time I checked, I replaced one of the water pump that threw this code, right? We're gonna go into a freeze frame. Let's go into this one. All right, that's letting me know. Basically, they gotta replace the water pump. That's what it's telling me. We got a control circuit range low. So what you need to do is go on to read data stream. Right, you're going to go all system signals and you're going to look for the water pump. Right, it have a desire and it also have a actual. So we got to look for the coolant temperature, current engine, water pump speed. Right, if you want to look up for the ECM temp one. No, we don't need that. That's for the temperature for the ECM. Engine coolant, engine speed, and we're going to look at the relay to see if the water pump is coming on. And then we need to look for basically the water pump. Let's see what else it have. Where can I see the water pump? Right, the target engine water pump speed. So you're gonna press OK. All right, so with that now, we can tell the temperature of the coolant, right, the speed of the water pump, and also the speed of the engine. And what you need to do is you gotta look at these two right here, the current and the target. Right, they have to match. Anytime you see the current engine speed of the water pump slowing down, or is basically, like it's sticking, that's letting you know that it's creating a drag within the water pump and it's slowing down and not keeping up with the engine and delivering. So since the electronic water pump, you will get that problem, right? It do feel, what that happens is the coolant tends to get embedded into the plastic itself and it swells and it creates a drag within that water pump, right? So I did, replace a few of them based on this code, right? So let's start it up and see if the water pump is working at all. All right, so both of them is around the same. There you have it. So just now it dropped to like 0 RPM. So I mean, could it be that the water pump look like it's not working from time to time? It's supposed to be like around the same temperature, I mean the same speed as the target. And right now I'm seeing 0. Here's a duty cycle, water pump. In fact, before this get hot, let's see if we could talk to the customer and find out exactly what he like to do. But right now the water pump is not moving, it looks like. I'm not sure why. So let's stop it. Okay, and we're gonna put the ignition back on. And you saw that it wasn't getting no RPM at all from that water pump. Alright, so let's, as I said, man, let's do some inspection and look and see if the connector is on. Alright, seeing that this is the hybrid version, it doesn't carry a belt, right? You see this orange cable? This is a cable for the high voltage system, right? And you have the water pump right on top of the compressor, right? So I gotta, find a way to get access to this water pump, right? I'm gonna remove this tire right here and take off the shield so I could get to the bolt at the bottom, and remove the harness going to the water pump and see if I could get that off. I'm also going to replace the thermostat when I'm at it. I always recommend that you do so, because you're not going back in there, so you might as well do it. So let me get this done. Right, the water pump for the high voltage system, which is the inverter, is that lower one right there, and this one is the water pump for the engine. So let's remove these things and get my tools. Let me get to it. Like I said, the sun is extremely hot today. You see how, and it's blinding. So and I got on black today, and I'm really dark skinned, so you know how that goes. So let's get it done. Okay, so it's crazy hot out here, so I'm gonna just see if I could do this as quick as possible, right? So I got 2 gallons of Xerox, I got the original thermostat, and I also got the water pump rotor. So I'm gonna replace these things, right? Burp the system. All right, so let's blast these bolts. I normally don't make these kind of house calls, but he's a good friend of mine, and he just asked me if I could help him out in this little diagnose. So let's take this off. Okay, so we gotta get access to the water pump through here. I gotta take these clips off, take this panel off, and see what's behind here. So let me get my pick. Alright, so we gotta just pop these off. Okay, that's one. These tend to break, so I gotta go easy on them. That's 2. It's after a certain amount of mileage, it's recommend that you do replace your coolant and also this impeller. Reason being, it is a mechanical part. It's electrical and mechanical, and things tend to fail. So you try not to wait till it fails to replace it, but just go. Right, that's why the manufacturer recommend that you change your coolant after a certain amount of mileage, because it tends to break down and not doing its job. But in this case, before what they did when these hybrid vehicles just came out, you had to buy the complete pump. But in this case, you can just change the impeller, which is real cool. It's much cheaper than buying the whole pump, right? Because it's not like the pump is bad, it's just the impeller. After a while, stop doing what it's supposed to. Okay, I decided to just stop a little bit so I can show you exactly how far I reached. Basically, I moved this inverter coolant reservoir to the side. I got my special tool here to take off this radiator hose, and right now I'm trying to take off this water pump. Right, I'm using a size 13 millimeter socket. Alright, gotta take off the shield like I explained to you earlier, because you gotta get access to the bolts. And it had a bolt on the engine cover that you gotta take out as well. So I got a tub underneath the vehicle to catch the coolant. It's gonna get dirty. I mean, gotta take this jack off as well for the water pump. Kind of tight spot, so you gotta use a 1/4" ratchet. Okay, alright, so this is the last bolt for this water pump. So we're gonna use a pry bar. We're gonna just, see if we can get this pump out. Gotta make sure all the bolts are out. Let me just double check to see if all the bolts are out, if I miss anyone, or if it got one still there. Oh, it does. Alright, I gotta get that out. So we just released the last bolt, and you see the coolant is just running down and going into the bucket. Right, you expect a little spills, but there's nothing I can really do there. Right, just trying to catch what I could catch. Okay, we just gonna release the water pump. Yeah, it could be a little bit more cleaner, but right now I'm not worrying about that. I just gotta make sure that the dog don't drink it, for sure. Alright, so we're gonna remove this bolt from here. Let's go back on top and see what's good. Alright, so trying to get the water pump out. It's kind of in a real tight spot. So once we get that out, we'll replace that rotor and yep, it's out. Alright, so this is how that looks. This is how the oil pump looks. Right, so the impeller broke. I was trying to remove it. I did a rookie move. I should have took off the O-ring and that. So you see, there you have it. It's basically swell, and it caused a drag on the inside this water pump. Okay, so this happens when the coolant gets between this plastic housing and it swells it, corrosion, and it creates like a drag inside this area right here. So we're gonna clean this up, put on the fresh impeller and rotor, and put this back up, clean up that area where it belongs, change the thermostat, and that should be it. Alright, so I got the pump installed, right? All the bolts basically secured, got the bracket on, got the harness plugged back in, the connector. So we got the thermostat. I'm gonna just take this off. We gotta look for the direction that this little thing is. Right, it's next to the top bolt, right, showing that it's up. So we're gonna remove that from here. Alright, you always gotta make sure that's facing up, right, and not down. Right, so we gotta get that out, right, and we're gonna replace that. So let me get a screwdriver and just pop it out. There's my screwdriver. As I said, man, the sun is blazing hot today, man. Alright, so we got this off. Okay. So where's the O-ring? We gotta keep that O-ring because the new thermostat may not come with one. Alright. So some may say, why are you changing thermostat? I would say I'm changing thermostat because this thermostat went in the same time as the pump, right? So yes, it may look like it's new, right? But still, I don't want to take no chances in which the thermostats, stick open or stick closed and cause this vehicle to overheat. So I'm just, making sure I dot all my I's, cross all my T's. Right, so let's change this out. This is 62 degrees, no, 82, sorry. Right, at 82 degrees thermostat. Right, so let's change this out. I got the original one right here. Okay, let's take this out the box. I don't want to dirty the box, but it's the right thing because I went with the part number. So it did come with the, O-ring. So it says 82 also. Right, so let's just wipe off this area, and we're going to change this thermostat Go, just remember to put genuine stuff as much as you can on your vehicle, just to save comebacks. You know, I hate comebacks. Right, so we gotta look for this little, you know, I can't remember what they call this shit, but sorry about the language. Well, we gotta make sure it's facing up, right? Okay, so it's like to basically bleed the air that's in the system coming through there, right? So we're gonna just clean this off and put it up, you know, put everything back together and start this vehicle. Okay, so we got the coolant in this no spill container. All right, so let's go on and put the ignition on. When you scan tool to, oh, it's really hot, man. Hold up real quick, let me set it back up again. All right, so let's use the scan tool here to bleed the system. Right, I just boot back up, right, ignition on. I don't have no leaks, so we're gonna make sure that the pump is doing what it's supposed to. All right, so with that now, the thermostat is replaced, the impeller, well, the rotor is replaced. The impeller is just a part of the rotor. Right, so we're gonna bleed the air of the system using the scan tool. And let's put this right there, open this up. Okay, so I just took the bucket out from under the vehicle with the old coolant. Alright, we're gonna just make sure we have no leaks at all. Right, I'm just leaving this prop because in case I have a leak, I don't need to remove the shield and the wheels and stuff like that, you know. So far so good. Just got a little thing on the ground. I'm gonna wash that down. Where we at? Reached 97%, 100. All right. That was silly of me to do that. So let's go into engine management. I made a mistake and pressed the wrong thing. Let's go into actuation test and let's look for water pump right here. Press OK. All right, we're gonna press OK. So let's run the water pump. Why is it saying off? Do I have to press on? Yes, I do. Press the wrong thing. Am I hearing anything? I'm not hearing the water pump. Why am I not hearing the water pump? Okay, let's make sure the connector is on. The target is like, let's take it off. Let's try again. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. I'm running the water pump, but I'm not hearing anything. Alright, let's try to start the vehicle and see if that will help. I'm gonna go into read data stream. Oh, matter of fact, let's read all 4 codes. Alright, so we had 4 codes from before. Let's clear this 4 code. I'm not sure because it had the fault, it was not allowing me to, you know, run the water pump. Let's read it. We got no 4 codes. Okay, let's go into read data stream. All we're gonna go into, let's look for the target and let's look at our actual speed of the water pump. Where are you? I want to see the cooling temperature. Where am I? Just bear with me real quick. Current speed. Right, press OK. Alright, let's see what's going on. So we're gonna put this vehicle in maintenance mode. Let's see what's good. So right now the water pump is running. The temperature is saying 96 degrees. How come? We saying warning because we got doors open, and let me see if I can close the door. Yep, so because we got the door open. So the water pump is running right now. Let's go and see if it's bleeding the system. Make sure we have no leaks. Alright, so while we have that system bleeding, I'm watching to see if I'm seeing any leaks. What you see is what I spilled when I was draining the coolant. Right, I'm doing a full scan so I can, delete all the faults that's on the system. And I believe that definitely is the fix. Alright, we're just going to continue to bleed the system right here. You see all the bubbles coming out. And when they reach operating temperature, I'm going to just put the cap on, and that should be it. Alright, so we do have the C1130 in the ABS, right? But let's clear everything. Okay, you just jumped. See all that air shooting out. So slowly the thermostat is opening. Okay, so we got a good bill of health, right? We don't have no faults, right? Right now the water pump is moving at, let's say, 1100 RPM to 1200 RPM, which is ideal. And I'm definitely gonna call that a fix. Kind of hard to do both. Let's see, target speed here, and what am I watching here now? Current water pump speed here. Let's press OK. Right, so you see it's like, let's say 12 RPM, difference between actual and target, which is good. You want that to be real close to each other. If you ever see like the current lower than the target, like way low, that means the impeller is definitely on his way out. That's a quick sign to see what's going on. Alright folks, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, share, comment. I'm gonna just finish up this video now because it's extremely hot. That's it, man. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Peace.